From the newsroom of Impact Alpha, this is your Impact Briefing for Friday, July 29th. I'm Monique Aiken. Today, I'm pleased to welcome Impact Alpha's Chief Impact Officer, Dennis Price, and Chief Operations Officer, Zuleyma Bebell, to talk about ImpactAlpha Open and the other exciting developments at the company. Hi, Zuleyma. Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Monique. Great to be here.
Yes, great to be back, Monique.
But first, here's what you need to know from the week in impact investing. The race for sustainable lithium is on. The alkali metal is a key ingredient for batteries for electric vehicles and grid storage. But mining lithium is energy and water intensive and fraught with geopolitics. Energy X in Austin, Texas, won a commitment of $450 million from the Global Emerging Markets Group for its more eco-friendly process for extracting lithium. Lilac Solutions, which has a rival approach, raised $150 million last fall. Sustainable herbicides and pesticides? Well, Connecticut-based Enco raised $70 million to find non-chemical modes of killing agricultural pests and weeds. Its first commercial product targets superweeds resistant to herbicides like Roundup, which have been linked to cancer in humans. The Gates Foundation backed Enco's earlier round of financing. Decarbonizing buildings is becoming a big business. The real estate tech investor, Fifth Wall, closed on a $500 million climate fund to invest in smart buildings, clean energy, and energy storage software and hardware. Separately, Kresge Foundation provided a guarantee to help Block Power execute on its plays to electrify buildings across whole cities, starting with Ithaca, New York. Buildings across the world are responsible for nearly half of global carbon emissions. In Geneva, SeedStars raised $200 million for early-stage startups in financial inclusion, digital commerce, the future of work, health, and education in emerging markets. SeedStars is looking to raise $30 million to back up to 100 impact tech ventures in Latin America, Asia, and Africa. And closer to home in Cincinnati, the Port is bringing in private investors to address Cincinnati's racial wealth gap. In December, the Quasi-Public Port Authority orchestrated the purchase of almost 200 single-family homes from a private equity investor to renovate the properties and give marginalized residents a path to homeownership. Rachel Riley of Aces and Archers has the story on the public-private neighborhood revitalization on ImpactAlpha.com. So, Zuleyma, this week, Impact Alpha launched a new product, ImpactAlpha Open. Tell us more.
Yes, it was a very big week for us. We're excited to have a new product, ImpactAlpha Open. And the name says a lot about this new product. It's a new weekly newsletter curated by our editorial team. And most importantly, it's free. It's accessible to anyone, anywhere. Many people may not know this, but Impact Alpha started with a free newsletter a few years ago, and then we introduced a subscription model to put a business under Impact Alpha. And it has been hugely successful, and it allowed us to build an independent media company. So here we are again, coming back and introducing our next product, which is Impact Alpha Open, to bring everyone into the fold. It will allow us to grow our audience while connecting more people from more places to the capital and contacts that they need to drive more impact.
And Dennis, what kinds of stories and content can people who sign up expect to receive?
Well, along with the growth of Impact Alpha, we've seen the growth of impact investing and sustainable finance, but also like customers that are buying sustainable products and people investing their own money with these sort of values. And so our goal here is to provide content that on-ramps those folks and educates them and makes them aware of different resources and opportunities. So the content in the newsletter, if broader than our content that we push to our subscribers, which is more targeted towards a practitioner and a professional audience, this newsletter will be a bit breezier, a bit more accessible, but fun and engaging and actionable is key.
The inaugural issue went out this week. What stories were featured, and have you gotten any feedback so far?
It did. And we were excited to push it out. We included, what's great is we can include sort of a splash of the hottest and most popular content on Impact Alpha, but we're also curating from other sites and highlighting trends, like e-bikes, for example, are outpacing sales of electric cars in the US, which is a fact most people even tuned in probably didn't know about. One goal of the newsletter is to sort of strike an anti-doomer tone. We're optimists here at Impact Alpha, practical optimists, but we're tuned into the people that are tuned in, that are taking action, and building that more sustainable and inclusive world. And so those are the sort of people and the opportunities and initiatives and resources we want to highlight in Impact Alpha Open, and send the message: dare to be optimistic.
So in many ways, you're creating a public good again.
Yes, and we know that we have a core audience of people that are going to read us every day. And we also know there's this larger group of people that are interested in impact investing. And so we want to be here for them. We want them to know where to come for this information. It's very easy to sign up. All you have to do is go to ImpactAlpha.com and you'll see the sign up page right then and there. We also want you to share this with your network. Let them know that now there is something else, something new for them, that they can come to ImpactAlpha.com and just get to know a little bit more about the space.
And Zuleyma, we should add that we are constantly updating and enhancing the value of our paid subscription offering, which for folks that are ready to go deeper provides a daily email, timely articles, podcast recordings, deal flow, job moves, career opportunities, as well as exclusive invitations to calls, events, and our Slack channels. So we really do want to provide value and serve both the practitioner audience and this broader set of folks moving into the space.
And we're excited to have a very busy fall this season. So for all of our subscribers out there, be on the lookout for upcoming announcements on where we'll be this fall.
This all sounds awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be back.
Thanks, Monique. Great to chat.
And that's going to do it for this week's Impact Briefing. Thanks to our producer, Isaac Silk. And a reminder, you can sign up for the Open free of charge directly at ImpactAlpha.com. Ready to go deeper? Grab an Impact Alpha subscription and get full access to the site, Agents of Impact calls, and the daily email brief. Right now, we're offering everybody $100 off. Just go to ImpactAlpha.com/subscribe and choose an annual subscription. Thank you for listening. I'm Monique Aiken, Managing Director for TIP, the Investment Integration Project. Make sure to check back for next week's briefing. And until next time, take care.